Alright, we don't know exactly what we're going to talk about, but I got a book here, the things that I wrote down, and I figured I'd just read out of it until he makes me stop and he starts talking. And here we go. Sin takes you over slowly. It wants you to take a little each day, then it will take over.
Yeah.
That's true. The rejection of truth always leads to desire to eliminate the truth. Man kills God. The rejection of truth always leads to the desire to eliminate the truth. Man kills God. It's the same thing. I got it written down twice. If you believe in God and you don't believe in the Bible is your God, really. The God of the Bible. God did not use man as as tape recorders. There we go. Making the scriptures some kind of missile angel destruction. Okay, that don't know what that is, but that's what I wrote. Okay, the top scientists in the world have great difficulty understanding the writings of Albert Einstein. Wow, I don't remember writing that. Scientists can't understand Einstein's writing. That's pretty strange there.
Well, we've gone in our philosophy is let's dumb them down, and the best slaves, those that don't know they're a slave. Y'all might not want to think you're slaves, but we're all slaves to the dollar bill, whether we want to be or not, because it's the only thing we can. I mean, we were talking earlier when we talked before, and it didn't take.
Yeah.
We were talking about how we came from being self-sufficient, where you lived on your own. You pretty much could live right there at your house, and every once in a while you'd have to go to town maybe once a month to get flour or something.
Yeah.
Unless you were a corn grower, and then you had flour, and you'd trade the flour to somebody for a chicken.
Yep.
If you didn't have no chicken.
Or you made like picnic tables or something.
Yep.
And you
but we've all been trained to think that the only thing that matters is how much stuff you can accumulate during your life.
Yeah.
And I'll call it stuff because that's all it is. I don't care how big a house you got. I don't care how big a car you got. I don't care how much money's sitting in your bank account. I don't care how many children you have or don't have, or how your life seems to be so perfect or whatever. When you take that last breath and you close your eyes for the last time, it ain't going to put you nowhere. And it ain't going to be there when you get there.
Nope.
Because you ain't taking it with you.
That's like all these Egyptians and all, when they died, they had their slaves and all buried with them.
Well, see, the Egyptians thought that they believed in a resurrection. But they believed in a physical resurrection.
They didn't believe in the Christ resurrection.
Right. Theirs was a physical resurrection that was going to take place. And that's the reason why they put all that stuff with them that they had accumulated and had their slaves and all that buried with them, so that when when the physical resurrection came, they'd be ready to go.
Right. They even had their slave with them.
Yep, they was ready to go.
Yep.
But we know that that's not the case. But anyhow, my main thing right now is we're at a point in time when it's time to quit playing.
Yeah.
Christ has nothing to do with religion.
Right.
Christ fought religion. He told the Pharisees and the scribes of that time, which was the religious leaders of that time, he told them, you are a generation of vipers.
Yeah.
He said, you are your father the devil, and his will you do. He said, You are of your father the devil. He was a murderer from the
Seed.
beginning. Yeah, you are the seed of your father the devil.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was a murderer from the beginning, so shall you be.
Yep.
Alright. He was a liar from the beginning, so are you.
Yep.
He told them that. Every time he talked to them, he told them something different that they were. And there was nothing never good.
No.
So, I think religion's come back to that point because we were talking about worshiping on Sunday.
Yep.
That was brought in.
I wish y'all could have heard that one.
That was brought in by the Roman Catholic Church, and you can don't take my word for it. Don't take nobody else's word for it. Go and study it. They always met on the Sabbath. I watched the thing, and a guy was he went through the Bible, and he showed me that there's no doubt that only one time did Paul meet at the first of the week to gather some money was to take to the Corinthians when he was on his way to Corinth.
Yep, to help some people that needed it.
Yeah, that needed it. And he said he would be there on the first day of the week and have their offerings so he could take it. So that didn't change nothing. That was just when he could get there. He wasn't going to make it on the Sabbath like.
It's like I'm going to make it on a Wednesday.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and that's another thing that the Antichrist does is changes God's laws and then man's laws.
We've been emptying out we emptied out a building that we had that we rented to store stuff in after I closed down my store and all. And for the last couple of days, every time we get out there, try to clean it out the shed and take the stuff from the house and put it in the shed and all. It have rained every time. It's like, I told him, I said, it's like they see what we're doing and they don't want us to do it. And next time we want it to rain and it don't, we'll go out there and start emptying out the building in the rain.
Yeah, it seems to, yeah.
It seems to every time we get it, you know.
Try to.
Yeah, we try to do anything. But, alright, you want me to read some more?
Yeah, read some more.
Alright, free choice gives possibility to wrong choices. Evil is a necessary part of free will. You have free will to do the evil or not to do the evil. I'll say don't do the evil. You have God watching you. The gates of hell are locked from the inside by the free choices of men. That was a good one. Think of every opportunity as God's gift to you. What you do with those opportunities is your gift to God.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a good one. If you ought to take every opportunity, like the elite will take every opportunity to gain what they want. We ought to take every opportunity we can to gain what for God.
Yep.
You know, always give good to God, because you're not going to have another opportunity to do what you're doing now.
No, and our opportunity to talk to people about Christ is growing shorter by the day. They haven't yet, but you can see now the hatred to God starting to build up.
Oh, it's building up bad. Persecuting
yeah.
is really hitting.
Using the name Jesus Christ, if it ain't in a harmful way, if you're, don't say it, but if you try to talk about Jesus, you can see the hate in people's eyes.
Yeah.
You see it's starting to boil, but so
they hate a man they never met.
Right, and that wants nothing from them, but they're the best for them.
Yeah.
I don't understand it either, but anyhow, what we do for Christ is all that's going to matter. Everything else is just going to be useless stubble in our, when we stand on the balance of,
right.
A lot of people think that the righteous is not going to be judged, and we're not going to be judged on whether we're saved or not, but our good and bad works are going to stand up.
Right.
The Bible says that He will weigh the good against the bad.
Yeah.
And that don't mean where we're going to be in hell. I think that's just to show us how much more we should have done.
We all should do more.
Yes.
We all fall short of doing it.
Oh, yeah. So we're trying now, for what little time we got left, to try to tell you that, hey, Christ loves you. He loves you enough that He died for you. He went to that cross. He bore that pain. He bore that sin. Do you know how much it must have hurt the Creator of humankind that knew no sin, didn't know what it felt like to sin, to have to take on all the sins of mankind?
I know. Just think of how heavy that was.
Or how it had to hurt His heart.
Oh.
And then,
Die of a broken heart.
yeah, when they pierced the side of Him whom they had crucified, the Bible says they run out blood mixed with water, proving that He was dead. The doctors now know that there's only one thing that will make the blood and water run out together, and that's to die from a broken heart.
Yeah.
So Christ literally died from a broken heart, of bearing the sin. And maybe that broken heart was knowing how we feel. He actually felt now how mankind feels when they sin against God. When there are gods. I guess if you're not gods, you don't know what it feels like to. I don't know about you, but when I sin and I realize it, and God, it hurts me. It hurts my soul.
Well, I was yawning like crazy.
It hurts my soul.
Yeah. People, you think about the abortion. You think about the way the sodomites are doing, and all. It should hurt you every time that you hear it, because they are going against God.
Yeah.
And they're going against their own soul, which, it's going to really catch up to you. And when it does, it's really going to smack you in the face.
Well, it's coming down to, what are you going to do? Are you going to go with this world, or are you going to go with Christ?
Yeah, choose you this day whom you will serve.
Choose you this day.
And they keep bringing up Armageddon, Armageddon, Armageddon. Yeah, you know what Armageddon is? It's not a place that they're going to have a battle. The battle's going to be within you. That is Armageddon. Am I not right?
Are you going to fight that battle? Are you going to win that battle? Or are you going to fall to the wayside with the rest?
He's agreeing with me.
I'm
his
just saying,
head. Yeah.
Well, what I was saying, though, is, look, be with those that stand with Christ, and not with those that run into the mountains and cry, hide us from the face of Him that sat upon the throne.
Yeah.
That's your two choices.
You can do nothing wrong and still do nothing right.
That's right.
You can, no matter what you do, you're not going to do it right. Only if God's in it. Now, if God's in it, then you know that's going to be butter and toast going right on through. That'd be a good piece of toast, too. Oh. But go ahead and read. Genesis 1 and 2. God hovered and is still doing it. Yeah, God's still hovering. Just staying on. Alright, shortest possible distance is 1.6 by 10 to the 35th power. Shortest possible time is 10 and 43 seconds. And a quantum mechanics can't distinguish between there and there, between here and there. God is in this place and time. Yeah, if you could be, I can't even read my own writing. I did these a long time ago. Alright, if you were put in prison, there we go. My last speech would be, thank you. I wish I could do more. There are these I wish I could have changed things I changed and wished I did not. But I am happy that I did put God in all the people's heart that would let Him in. The U.S. is better off and doing as good as the people will let it. Bring God to the family and to the schools. Okay, I don't know where I got that from or what brain that was going from. Evolution. If evolution was missing the link, it has to have faith, because it takes faith to believe that nothing exists.
Yep.
The new is in the old context. The old is by the new explained. The new is in the old concealed. The old is by the new revealed. The new is in the old foreshadowed. The old is in the new foregrown. So, this is saying what's in the Old Testament is in the New Testament.
Well, most of the New Testament is fulfillment of the Old Testament.
Right. The New Testament is fulfilled. Yeah. Alright. We reduce God to the size of our biggest problem. Sunlight is only 8 minutes old. Our last thought about God on your best day falls 12.3 billion light years short of how great and how good God really is. It is time to stop creating God in your image and let Him create you in His. Now, that was a good one.
Yep.
See, most of these things I hear and all, and I like them, so I write them down. This is a long time ago I've heard these. How would one regard a man who had been hung, pierced upside down, burned, and yet would not die? One would regard this person as superhuman. This is how the Bible should be viewed. It has been burned, persecuted, mocked, and torn in pieces, yet never damaged. The Bible is a superhuman book. If it were the work of man, it would have long since been destroyed. Oh,
yeah.
I like that. That was pretty good. Okay, skeptics implies that because God has not done anything today, He never will. What if God did step in each day and prevent all evil acts? How much evil should God stop each day to be considered good? Most people would object because their freedom would be gone. Skeptics wants to tell God how He can handle the engineering process of mankind, wanting a safe playground for their sins. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
One wonders why no one ever asked why we do not suffer more than we personally do, instead of wondering why the tower fell on the 18 people. They should have been asking why the tower did not fall on them. We should not question God's justice. Perhaps we should be thanking Him for His mercy.
Amen.
Yep, I agree with that. Well, this right here is going on to...
You know, there's another thing that people don't realize. The God of this earth is Satan at this time. So all the things that's happened is being done by God.
Yeah, God's
God
the one
of
that's
this
punished. Yeah, the God of this earth. Yeah.
God just allowing allowing it because this is Satan's earth right now. He's fixing to stop him, but not till it would be that all flesh would be killed. See, all y'all that's serving Satan and you think that he's going to honor anything that y'all think you have made with him, remember, he's the father of lies. And I'll let that go at that.
Yeah.
And God bless everyone
Yeah.
in the hearing of this word, and let it sink into your heart that Jesus Christ is Lord. On this day and every day, let him reign as Lord of your life.
That's right. Well, we're over 20 minutes, so I'm going to get off of here because I'm not quite sure how much time I'm allowed on this one yet. So, y'all have a good one. And sorry about the last one, but I don't know what happened there. We love you guys. Bye.